Hey guys, so today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the cards that are really going up right now and what you should do if you have any of them. Now, before we get into that, I did want to say real quick, this week's giveaway is an Anthony Edwards Select Silver in a PSA 9 grade. If you would like to go ahead and enter the giveaway, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe, and comment the word done. And the giveaway winner will be announced on my private Instagram at itskanalahuja, so definitely give me a follow to stay tuned with the giveaway winners. Now, without further ado, we are going to hop right into the video. So we're going to hop right into alts market trends, and we're going to be breaking down, at least for basketball and some other sports, what are the cards that are really going up and what are the trends and how you could really take advantage of some of these trends. Now, before we even look further, we can see on the top rising list, 3 of the top 4 players are players who just got traded or moved to other teams. So Jordan Poole went to the Wizards, of course. Kristaps Porzingis went to the Boston Celtics, and Bradley Beal went to the Phoenix Suns. Now, as we're seeing with the NBA offseason, when players do get moved, their prices see a great benefit. And that is simply because there's usually a new fan base of collectors who are likely going to be buying up this player's cards. For example, Boston Celtics fans right now are trying to collect a lot of Kristaps Porzingis cards. He's their new player. He's their new star. So his Prism Silver PSA 10 was a $125 card before the trade, and it's currently more like a $150 to $175 card. It shows his market is up almost 32% in the last 90 days. So Kristaps Porzingis has had a great boost simply from him getting traded. And if you notice on the market trends, the players who went up the most are the players who went to the biggest fan bases. So the Celtics have the biggest fan base out of the Suns, Wizards, and Celtics. Now, Jordan Poole, of course, the Wizards do not have as strong of a fan base, and there's likely a lot of Warriors fans selling off on some of his cards. So that's why his cards have still gone up overall, but not close to as much as Kristaps Porzingis' cards have gone up. Now, a key way you can make money with these tactics is to go ahead and search for the next guys who are going to get traded. On our weekly reports that we give out to our private members, we're always looking for guys who we think have a good chance to get moved. For example, the Blazers did draft Scoot Henderson. So there's a good chance that Damian Lillard could potentially get moved. And if he does get moved, who are going to be the teams that are going to go after Damian Lillard? Likely the teams who are not in the rebuilding phase, because Damian Lillard's a little bit on the older side, but he's looking to win right now, so it's likely going to be a win now team that needs, the star power of Damian Lillard to get over that hump and get to the next level. For example, the Miami Heat are one of the teams that are really looking after going for Damian Lillard, and a lot of his cards have low population. So 2012 Prism, first year Prism, a lot of upside on some of these cards, and they're sitting very low for the caliber player Damian Lillard is as one of the premier point guards in the NBA. So I do believe we're going to see, a lot of players who get traded this offseason. We're going to see a lot of price movement around their cards. So guys I'm looking for, guys like Damian Lillard, other guys I think could potentially, move teams. There's definitely a handful of them. With respect to my private membership group, we're not going to go over all of the guys we are going off of, but Damian Lillard is definitely one of them. I definitely think if he does get a change of scenery, moves to a contender, potentially Miami, or whoever else he goes to, we could see a big increase in a lot of his prices. But if we look back at the market trends, there are some other cards that are going up. We are seeing vintage basketball right now start to see a little bit of a comeback, which is really nice because it's been a long time since we've seen that. But a lot of Hall of Famers, we're just seeing simply their cards are getting to a point where their prices are pretty low, so a lot of certain cards with lower populations, the demand is outpacing supply again, which is a really good sign. Even for guys like Charles Barkley, We're seeing very steady price increases across the board. For example, even as Fleer PSA 10s, these were under 5,000 not too long ago. We're starting to see more sales above 5,000, close to 6,000. So we're seeing really healthy market trends. And across sports, we're seeing, many sports start to really heat up. Of course, football has been really hot this whole offseason. We're seeing a lot of cards go up, a lot of hype start to get built up before next season. A lot of influencers buying certain cards, and we're seeing certain cards go up more than others, but overall a really healthy market. Whenever players get named starters, we're seeing their cards really go up. And then for baseball, we're just seeing the Wild West out there right now. So of course Ellie is the guy who everyone's talking about, but you have a handful of guys whose markets have really taken a jump. 4 guys in the last 30 days have gone up more than 50%, which is absolutely insane. So that just shows that there still is a lot of potential if you can pick the right players. So I'm definitely going after right now guys who are potentially going to get traded. I think those are the guys I'm going after the hardest right now, especially when it comes to basketball. And then for football, just trying to figure out what players are going to be hot before next season. I have been buying quite a lot of Lamar Jackson cards. I believe he's going to be one of those players who can be pretty hot leading into next season, just because he signed that big contract. His cards are really low right now, and a lot of people are starting to catch up. Like, hey, why are his cards going for such a small percentage of guys like Patrick Mahomes? I understand Mahomes has obviously won 2 Super Bowls, but there are guys out there who think Lamar has a chance to win an MVP next season. Another guy some people are going after right now is Deshaun Watson, because his card prices are incredibly low for, I guess, the caliber quarterback he has the potential to be. So there are a lot of opportunities right now. It's pretty much just about picking and choosing, who you believe in the most. And when it especially comes to basketball, there's a lot of, takes about if a player even starts to get into some trade discussions, we start to see their prices go up a lot. So, for example, when there's like a Pascal Siakam, he's kind of one of those guys who everyone believes is going to leave the Raptors at some point. His prices are incredibly low, and if he does end up on a contender, we could see his prices see a good increase. So that's just one of the many examples. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and subscribe if you would like to enter into the giveaway as well. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.